everybody, Crystal Katsuni here. Welcome to episode 8 of Oxygen Not Included, without my face. Again, if you're wondering why I haven't been recording my face while playing Oxygen Not Included, it's mainly just because when I'm on this sign-in screen, like where you can choose new game, resume game, etc., etc., the capture is fine. The face to voice works fine, but as soon as I get into the game, then it doesn't sync up right. So I'll be talking and the sound is like a few seconds after my lips, moving. So I just figured, okay, this is one game that I can live with without having a webcam. So that's why there is no webcam with this video, or with this particular game. So we're going to go ahead and resume the game. We had to start over because our people were dying, and we're on the second cycle of this particular game. I don't know how that stuff got there, but we're gonna unpause that and get our little dooders going. Actually, no, wait. Is this the right one? This is the right one, isn't it? Come on. Because I actually started... Yeah, this is the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. Because I actually started playing this game on my other laptop, and I had a whole different game system going on. I had to start twice because the people kept dying. So, actually what ended up happening was... we opened up a cavern that ended up just bringing in a bunch of bad air and just basically just fucking us over. So, but that's that particular game, not this one, so I don't have to really worry about it. So I did learn a few things, I guess. We need a lot of oxygenators. I don't know if I can pick those up yet. Yes, I can. So anywhere that there is a spot of bad air, like here, you build one of these doohickeys, which will put you put algae into it, and then it will also pump air into the area that you put it into. The only bad thing is, though, is that you have to have the algae to do it. So we need to make sure that we actually have the algae to do it. So, I mean, other than that, we're pretty much good to go. I mean, I think I learned that in another episode that I was doing about when we had the people from before they died. I think I actually remember them having a algae thing that concentrated the oxygen, or the algae into oxygen or whatever. So I was able to keep my guys alive for like a really long time. The only reason why it wasn't, it didn't stay very long is because my people ended up, I actually don't really know what happened to them. What happened to them the first ones? Oh, we were doing kind of well for, what we were doing. And, there was an update. And when there's updates, if you want to get the shit that you that ends up in the new update, you have to restart. So in order to get the new stuff from the update, we had to start over. So that's why we didn't actually get to all the goodness and stuff. So that actually needs to be cleared so this guy can actually get back home, because he wasn't able to get back home before. Oops, that's not what I want. I don't want you to clear this out. Cancel that. Belay that order. So there is, I'm going to take this off cancel. There's a vacuum down here. And there's stuff that needs to be harvested down here also. So we need to pick all this shit up. And we actually have some of these little cases here, which store all your shit. So that's good. So this should be pumping stuff into it. Yeah, so she's putting stuff into there. So now this is oxygenating, which is great. Okay, so so this one should be doing that too, as long at first. Okay, there's one here. There's one here. Okay, so now we got the oxygenators pumping oxygen into that area. So we're doing good on the oxygen levels, I think. Cross your fingers and hope. But you still need to dig that out. So whenever you are ready to do that. So they'll start sucking this stuff up now and then putting it into these little storage compactors until it gets full, and then we'll have to put out some new ones. So I should go ahead probably and do that. So that way we have the space for other stuff in case we need it. So far so good. We haven't died completely yet. Usually, I've watched, actually I haven't really watched anybody play this, like, as a let's play or whatever, or even a live stream, because I kind of wanted to go into this new, you know, I didn't want to watch somebody else doing it and then learn from them how to do everything. I mean, it's kind of fun to learn on your own what things do and how to do them. And if you have, if you're watching somebody and they're doing the exact same game, you know, eventually you're going to see, you know, what to do, and then I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to copy these guys and do it this way or whatever. And then it's not really fun because then you can just go watch them. But when you get a game, like even with the Dream Daddy, I've been doing the Dream Daddy game here for a couple weeks now, and it's really fun, and I enjoy doing Dream Daddies, but I don't want to spoil it for myself by watching somebody else play it. So that's why I haven't watched through anybody else's playthroughs, because I rather just keep it kind of, okay, this is, you know, what happens, and this is how you go about things. Even though there is different choices that you can make in that particular game, there is all these guys, right? And you can choose from all these different guys, you know, who you want to date and whatnot. So it's just a matter of which route you go down, because that will determine how your playthrough goes. Now, I could have watched Markiplier play it, I could have watched the live stream of the Game Grumps doing it, I could have watched Jacksepticeye playing it, I could have watched anybody play Dream Daddies, but I decided not to spoil it for myself. Which is great, because I like playing games where I don't know what the fuck's going on. And be surprised. I was like really surprised with that little Pokemon-esque nod when we were talking with one of the dads, and he kept one-upping his daughter, and we had to try to retaliate with whatever, but it was set up like it was a Pokemon battle, and we had to, you know, fight the dad and try to win, which I thought was hilarious. So, I mean, as long as there's still cute little surprises like that in the game, I'm gonna, like, enjoy it a lot. So I can't wait to see what happens next. Although we still haven't actually technically got to any dating portions of this game. Technically, we're still kind of meeting everybody. But damn, it's like a freaking long intro, because, I mean, with the dating game, the Honey Pop, when we first got into Honey Pop, it was almost instantaneous. Because first you met Q, and then she tells you, okay, we're gonna go find a girl, and then once we did, we started dating girls, and it was you know, fun. But that game also has sexuality in it, so can't do the whole game unless they do the rated PG version where they're leaving their clothes on. Because I actually got the version that doesn't have that stuff censored out, so it's kind of, you know, boobs and all that good stuff. So I can't play the finality of the finale of that game without having problems with the, you know, nudity stuff, because you can't have nudity on YouTube, so you gotta have to. Okay, so put one of these dooders here, and put another dooder up here, and then put it all together with wire. So this here goes there, and then we go up this ladder and go right there. Okay. So hopefully now we can get this stuff built and get some oxygen up here, because it's actually low concentration up here. It's like, it's low here and it's like super low down there, so, or up there. So we have to figure out how, well, I already figured it out. We put another generator up here and 2 more of the oxygen thingies up there. So now we are good to go. I still haven't picked up all the shit here. Probably I'll start going this direction. This is hydrogen, so we don't actually really want that. This is chlorine. That's even worse. And more chlorine up there. Nope, just polluted water. Okay. Which we don't need either. I would like to break into this cavern here, but there's carbon monoxide in there, so I don't want that. Okay, so everybody gets to go to sleep. And somebody leveled up or something? Yes, I know we need a food source, but what can I do? I don't have farms yet. I have a thing down here. I wonder if I actually... Oh, I need to assign the storage. Sorry. I forgot. Once you put them down, you have to actually assign them. Otherwise, they'll be all like, what goes here? So, does this actually have water in it? No power. Research. I guess maybe we could put, well, we haven't even put water in it. So, I have it on farming, but we haven't researched anything because we actually don't have any water. But I think if I break down into this, it will actually let me have the water. I'm hoping. So I'll go ahead and, because when we had the accident last time, I think this is the one that had the accident. I could be totally wrong. But when you're sopping up the water from an accident, I don't think you actually when you're picking it up from an accident, I don't think you actually keep the water. I could be totally wrong, because I forget which actual game I'm on. Sometimes it's kind of hard sometimes, because like you're playing this game and then you play it on a totally different computer. It's a totally different game altogether. So then you're kind of like, okay, well, did I do that in this playthrough, or did I do it on another playthrough? It's hard to keep up sometimes. Especially with my shitty memory, it's kind of hard to remember where I'm at, what I'm doing, all that good stuff. So we have, what, 4 guys now? So we actually should build another cot somewhere, because we're going to be getting another guy here. It's pretty soon. Another dooder. Another dooder will be coming in here pretty soon, and then 1.5 cycles. So even though if he won't come here, he will eventually come in the next couple of episodes, so the next couple of days in the episode. So that's cool. I mean, this is a fun little game. It's just like a farming game essentially, like Slime Rancher or even kind of like Harvest Moon in a sense, because I mean you got all these. I mean you got things to build, so it's a little bit different, and it's not actually farming, but you have this whole like colony here that you have to keep alive. In order to keep alive, you have to basically give them everything that they'll need. So you give them beds, you give them a toilet, you give them a heater, you give them electricity. So, you know, you provide them with everything that they could possibly need. And they're like sea monkeys. If you've ever had sea monkeys, they're like kind of like that too. Because you're just thrown into like this whole world where you don't know where the fuck you are. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. So, I mean, you don't actually control your sea monkeys. Okay, they're more like Sims. This is more like a sim game. I mean, sea monkeys are kind of a bad analogy, but it's kind of like Sims. You control your Sims, basically. I mean, you can make them go do whatever you want, and you can, let them do what they need to do or whatever. If you leave a Sim alone long enough, it will eventually figure out what the fuck it needs to do, and it will do it. Because its bodily functions and all that will say, hey, I need to take a dump, hey, I need to eat, hey, I need to sleep. Eventually they'll learn how to do all that. But it's also just faster to make them do what you want, because if you wait for them to figure out what they want to do, then it's kind of just more like, okay, well, I don't want to do that, so fuck off. But Sims, I mean, I played Sims 4, Sims 4 on here, and it's fun, but it's more like a live stream thing. There's quite a few games that I have that are really more live stream games than they are series games. Puzzle Pirates being one of them. Puzzle Pirates I could sit and do for hours. This is a live stream game, because I've seen people be hosted off my friend's Twitch who does this game. So it's a game that can be sit and played 4 hours at a time. And you don't really have hours at a time when you're doing a recording. I mean, unless you want to sit and edit for a really long time. So that's why I always keep it to like a couple of like 20 or 25 minutes. So that way I can just edit it, what I need to take out, slap the outro on it, and get it sent out for tomorrow. The next day. If I was going to do a live stream, which I can't right yet because of my situation. It's when I say like my situation, it makes it sound like I'm like in poverty or something. It's just I don't have a place to live stream at yet. So I want to get to where I can have a nice quiet place where I can live stream for hours at a time without being disturbed or have a lot of background noise. Because technically I could do it like here in the living room, but during the day, I have a loud TV, have people in here talking, so I really can't live stream when I'm out here. That's why one of the last times I live streamed, I had it where I wasn't talking, and the only thing that you saw was the live stream, whatever game or whatever that I was playing at the particular time. So technically I could do like a live stream of a game like this, but you wouldn't hear my voice, and you might see me, but you won't hear me. So that's kind of a bummer, to have a live stream and not being able to hear your person. So that's why I wanted to wait until I actually had a place to live stream things, and be able to voice and not have any interruptions or anything. So that's still something I'm working on. It's still in the future, something that's not going to be right away, but it should happen here. eventually, hopefully. And even if I got my own place, it would be a lot easier to live stream than having to wait till later at night to record and all that. Then I could do more stuff during the day. I could record more videos and have more stuff. Like, I know Markiplier usually has like up to 2 videos every day. I'm doing good to just do 1 every other day. But if I got to the point where I got my own place and stuff and I could have peace and quiet, I could record videos and do stuff. And I mean, that's like way down the line. That's not going to happen for like a really super long time. So you don't have to worry about that. And I'm just going on about stuff. I'm not actually really playing this right now. I'm just watching all these guys do their thing. I'm watching them build things and, you know, construct the stuff that I told them to do, you know, at the beginning of the episode. So right now they're still doing the electrical wire. I know they need to pick up the shit. I think the reason why they haven't actually constructed this yet is because they haven't got enough materials to make it yet. But then, like, there's materials up there that they can pull out, and there's materials over here that they can pull out. So I don't know what's keeping them from doing that. But I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and I'm going to save as new save. No, wait, cancel. I'll just save it. Nope, cancel. Save it over that one. Okay. So, in the next episode, we should get a new dude. Because it said 1.5 cycles, so a day and a half. Which we should get our new duder sometime in the next episode. So we get to see who we get to help build or medicate or whatever. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. This is Oxygen Not Included, episode 8, if you weren't here at the beginning or something, I don't know. If you go over to the left side, there'll be a video that YouTube suggests that you check out. In the center will be my face. Just go subscribe if you haven't done that yet. All subscribes are appreciated. And if you go over to the left, to the right, okay, the first is the left, go to the right to pick up some merchandise if you are interested in a t-shirt or a tote bag with my mascot on it. So thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.